Here are the top 5 platinums I think every PlayStation player should have if you're grinding. Okay, for number 5, we have Spider-Man Miles Morales. This platinum was on my number 5 because it was super easy, super laid back and chill, and I just remember having a lot of fun with the game compared to some of my other plats that made me want to quit gaming altogether, I'm not gonna lie. This platinum, it didn't take too long either. It was only about 12 hours, I think. And I still ended up playing the game after I platted it. And for my final reason on why you should plat Spider-Man Miles Morales is because it's just one of those games you kind of have to plat if you're a plat grinder. If you're grinding platinums and you haven't platted any of the Spider-Man games, then honestly I don't think you're a real grinder in my opinion. So I think this is definitely one of the easier ones. I am yet to play the second game, so I don't actually know about that one. But this platinum was a lot easier than the first one because it took about 8 hours less for me. Okay, and for our second trophy, we have The Last of Us Part 1, the PS5 remastered. And this game was honestly one of my favorite games that I played on the PlayStation yet. The story was phenomenal, and everything about it I just really enjoyed. Except my one problem with the platinum was the fact that there was like 5 million collectibles and conversations in this game. I beat the game in about 12 hours, and just getting all the collectibles alone made the game last about an extra 10, I would say. And just the collectibles alone ruined it for me, but if it was just story to get the platinum, this game would probably be my number 1. Phenomenal story, I really liked it, and I really recommend you should play it. For our third game, we have Final Fantasy 16, and I'm gonna be honest, this game was freaking phenomenal. It was kind of a long game. It took me 87 hours to platinum. The story was just incredibly long, but it was super easy. 90% of the trophies came from story. The gameplay, the graphics, bro, like everything about this game is phenomenal. And the best part, in my opinion, is there's no collectibles you have to get, which that's a big problem I have with a lot of platinum games, is a lot of the collectibles. They're just super irritating to do, and I can't with collectibles. I just think they're a waste of time. And when I find a fun game that doesn't have any of them, usually I actually enjoy them, and after I beat the game I don't hate it like some of the other collectible games I played. One thing I do want to say about this game though that I'm not a huge fan of is the fact that you have to beat the game twice, because you do have to end up beating the story on New Game Plus on the hardest mode. It's not hard, it's just it takes a really long time to do, and it's just kind of irritating. Besides that, it's not that bad at all. It's just if you're not watching any cutscenes, the story in this game still takes 20 hours, and the fact you have to beat it twice is just insane to me. But besides that, I think this is a perfect platinum to go for, and it's just overall an amazing game. Okay, before I get into the fourth game, I'd really appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel, and also tell me in the comments what I could work on and what type of games I should play in the future. Okay, coming in at number 4, we have Astros Playroom, and the reason this game is on the list is because, one, it's a free game with the PlayStation 5 that you get, and also I generally do enjoy the game. It's a lot better than people probably first would assume, considering it's a demo game for the PlayStation 5 just to show off the controller and all that, but it generally is super good, and if you haven't played it or even platted it, I would seriously recommend it because it doesn't take too long to do it either. And for our fifth and final game, aka my favorite game that I've platted so far, we have Ratchet and Crank Rifts Apart, or so, I don't remember what the game was fully called. But I did end up 100%ing this game, getting every collectible, and the trophy for this game, the platinum, it was probably the easiest I've done out of all the games on this list. It only took me 8 hours, and there's not even really any collectibles in it. It's mostly just really play story, get some side stuff. There is one collectible you have to get, but there's only 9 of it, and it's stupid easy. Let's look up a video for it. And then besides that, I just want to talk about gameplay with this a little bit. This game was the most laid back and fun I think I've had on my PS5 yet. I do want to say though, this game is $70, which I'm not a crazy fan of. I got it for 20 on a PlayStation sale, so I would definitely wait for it to go on sale. And I'm just saying, don't pay full price unless you really want the plat that bad. But I definitely recommend getting this game because it's actually just a steal.